Hello, welcome. This is Cryptos Chain with simple cryptocurrency news, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you news from the Neo ecosystem. Then I'm going to be talking about news from Phantasma Chain, which are currently still part of the Neo ecosystem, but they'll be migrating to their own blockchain in Q1 of this year. Then I'm going to have some short news about Ontology, and finally I'm going to be talking about the giveaway sponsored by Phantasma Chain, which is 200 soul tokens to 2 lucky winners each, right? So let's get right in. So as we can see on Neo News today, Trinity announces a delay in ESOP reward program. Token release date shifted to February 2020. So what is this all about? So basically what they were meant to do is they were meant to distribute 180 million TNC tokens, which is an NEP5 token, to the team, right? But they've decided to delay it because of the market conditions. So they actually say it here that because of these market conditions, they have delayed the distribution until February 2020. So what does this mean, right? So the total supply of TNC is actually 1 billion, but because they've delayed it, the circulating supply will continue to be 333 million, right? As we can see here, until obviously February 2020, when it's going to be 485,996,000, right? So this is good, especially if you're a holder of TNC. Okay, if you hold Trinity, I haven't actually done any review on Trinity till now, so I may actually be doing that in the near future. Okay, it's one of these projects which I haven't actually covered yet. There's still a few projects on the Neo blockchain which I haven't covered. My aim is to cover as many of them as possible and hopefully all of them. But yes, that's pretty much it from Trinity, so good news for the holders. Let's talk about some news from Asura World. So Asura World announced that the Phantasma Soul airdrop for ASA token holders. So we're getting more airdrops, right? So what is this all about? So basically what they're doing here is via the partnership that they've got with Phantasma Chain, a total of 30,000 soul tokens will be airdropped to the top 100 ASA token holders, with each address receiving 300 soul. So basically, even though you may be one of the top 100 ASA token holder, if you don't register for this specific airdrop, you will not be considered one of the top 100. So there may be people that have less than you, which have registered for the airdrop, and they'll actually win it, right? So it's just to show you that you should really register if you want to take part of this airdrop. Okay, so that does actually mean that some people which hold a lot less than the top 100 may actually win the 300 soul, because they'll be within the top 100 which registered from yesterday. Okay, so this started yesterday on January 12th, and it's on a first come first served basis, so it's very likely that this isn't over yet. You can check it out. There's more information in this Medium article here below. Okay, so do check that out. I'm going to be posting a link to the Neo News Today article at the end of this video. You can see it in the description below. So once again, I just want to remind you, if you're only interested in specific news on my channel, do check out at the bottom of every video, check out the description. I've got the times of the specific news that I cover so that you can only view those if you're interested and you don't have time to watch my whole video. Cool, so now let's talk about Switcheo. So Switcheo are going to be hosting a trading competition with Alchemint's USD stablecoin. So this is the stablecoin which we've all been waiting for, especially people that trade on Switcheo DEX. Switcheo, the decentralized exchange, which is the first decentralized exchange on the Neo blockchain. Just want to reiterate this, especially if you're new to my channel and you're watching the video for the first time. So yeah, Switcheo are holding a competition, and it's going to start tomorrow, 14th of January, right? And the prices are actually quite good. So we can see that they're starting from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. UTC plus 8. And let's see the prices here. So these are the rewards. First place will get 150 Neo and 150,000 Switcheo tokens, as well as 200,000 SDS. So now these prizes are actually based on the different trading competitions that they've got, right? So we can see here that we've had. Let me have a look. Right, so Switcheo, they're also saying as part of the trading competition, right, that they'll be adding 2 new NEP5s pairings. So we're going to have Switcheo with SDUSD and SDS with SDUSD, because At the moment, the only option that you've got on the Switcheo DEX under the SDUSD pair by Alchemint is against Neo, right? So you can only sell or buy Neo with SDUSD, which is the stable token. But yes, they'll be adding two more, so they'll be adding Switcheo and SDS, and hence why they're part of the competition, because obviously if you trade using these tokens, right, you're going to be qualifying for the first prize on the Switcheo pairing. For example, if you qualify for the first prize on the Switcheo pairing, you're going to get 150,000 Switcheo tokens, but you're not going to get 150 Neo. So somebody else will be getting the 150 Neo if they're first on the Neo pairing, right? So like I was saying, three pairings, three different prizes for first place, three different prizes for second place, and so on. These are all on the different pairings. So yes, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Also, if you've already registered for any of the Switchos trading competitions, under the link here, you don't have to register again, right? So they do actually mention here, note that if an individual has already done it, they don't need to re-register. So they do have your information, which is pretty cool because that saves you some time. So yes, that's pretty much about Switcheo. I'm actually looking forward to more updates from them, because in that last podcast that I did with them, they did mention that Tron blockchain is going to be added with all the tokens from the Tron blockchain. Right, so let's see when that happens. That's going to be interesting because it's going to bring more visibility, more volume to Switcheo. So pretty cool stuff. I would actually really like to see cross-chain as well on Switcheo. I think that's going to be pretty cool when that does happen, if it will happen. Let's keep an eye out on the updates as always, and I'll keep you updated as soon as I get something. Cool. So let's talk about some stable coins again, right? So we spoke about Alchemint's trading competition on Switcheo DEX, but obviously stable coins for e-commerce. So this is about Phantasma Chain. So they are posting here that they're going to be more in depth between the partnership with Alchemint, right, and their stablecoin SDUSD, and how it's going to work and how is it beneficial for the Phantasma ecosystem. So it's quite interesting because we know that SDUSD is a stable coin. We know that people like stable coins when it comes to obviously purchasing goods and things like that, because you don't want to be buying something, purchasing a product with a volatile coin for obvious reasons, right? You may buy a specific amount because you can only afford, let's say, $50 worth of this coin. But if the market is in a down state and it just keeps crashing, it may be worth 48 bucks, right? So you won't be able to purchase that physical good. But if you do the swap pretty much instantly, right, into the stable coin or token, you're gonna have 50 bucks worth of that stable token, which means you can purchase the good, which is worth 50 bucks. So this is just an example. So they're actually talking about it here, saying that the volatility of cryptocurrencies would mean that the margins they have might potentially go to dust, and there has to be a solution, right? So what's the solution? So the stable coins are the solution for the volatility of cryptocurrencies, as I was mentioning, right? So sellers will be able to receive cryptocurrencies in the form of stable coins, which would eliminate the volatility risks. And by receiving a stable coin after a sale, the sellers would receive the exact same amount of value they would want to receive for their products and services without the risk of potentially losing value. And once again, they're talking about the Phantasma app and the goal to improve the user friendliness within the crypto space. So this Phantasma app is actually being quite hyped. I'm actually quite curious how it's going to turn out to be. I'm sure a lot of you people, especially the Phantasma investors, are really curious as well. So yes, we're going to keep an eye out on Phantasma as always. Again, they're sponsoring my channel. You know, they're sponsoring you guys, the viewers. So yes, it's interesting. Let's keep an eye on them. And finally, I want to talk about the Phantasma roadmap update, right? These are the last news from Phantasma we've got here from 2019, right? So this is their roadmap for 2019, and it looks quite slick, right? If we see here, we can see that the mainnet launch is going to happen in Q1. Obviously, we don't know when. Could be any time until March. Then we've got the Phantasma app release, which is going to be in Q1 as well, or Q2. Then we've got the Phantasma chat release, and then we've got the Phantasma email release. Now, I would like to actually question a little bit about the Phantasma email, because in my opinion, I don't really see the point of contacting people from the marketplace via email when you've got the chat, right? I was assuming that if you've got the chat, you can simply send them a message even though they're not online, and they can see the message. So if you want to negotiate on prices, for example, say you want to buy a product on the Phantasma app, and they're not currently online, right? The seller is not currently online. You drop him a message via the chat, and then he'll just get back to you, or she'll just get back to you whenever they're online. But yeah, I don't really see the point of the email. Maybe there is a specific reason for it. Maybe the chat isn't actually doesn't have an offline feature, so unless the person's online, you won't be able to chat to them, and then it makes sense to have the email feature. But other than that, I don't really see the point of the email feature. So yeah, hopefully we'll get more information on that, more clarification from Phantasma, which I'll be able to cover in a future video. Then the Cosmic Swaps framework, which is going to be in Q3. Okay, and then we're gonna have the Phantasma storage service in Q4. This is gonna be quite interesting as well. So we can get storage on Phantasma. And the 2020 and beyond, they're saying new Phantasma games and dApps. So they're looking, towards adding more games, obviously because of their collaboration with Asura, with Black Cat. So yes, it will be quite interesting. And also Hyper Dragons Go have recently launched on Ontology. So let's see how they may collaborate with Phantasma, because we know that Phantasma are focusing on games as well. So yes, it should be pretty cool to see some kind of collaboration between the two. So yeah, they're just reiterating here, the focus on 2019 will be on the Phantasma app, right? This is the main focus, and on communication dApps between Phantasma app users. Communication is key and a necessity for a complete Phantasma app for obvious reasons, and they'll develop the Cosmic Swaps framework and a storage service later this year for Phantasma Chain, with more games and dApps to come in 2020, right? Just like I was mentioning earlier here. So let's keep an eye out on these news and see how they hit their milestones and how they progress. Hopefully there'll be no blockers. Hopefully we'll see the mainnet launch in Q1. It's going to be great for all the investors and also for the new users interested in learning more about Phantasma. So yes, we'll keep an eye on that. Cool, let's talk about the Ontology news. So it's not so much here. I just want to basically say that Jun Lee, or Lee Jun, the founder of Ontology, he was in San Francisco at a Blockchain Connect conference, where he was pretty much talking about ontology, and also he was reiterating on the sharding, right? So the sharding functionality, which basically helps enterprises scale their network, right? It helps them expand the network, right? Because sharding does help you do that. So I have actually talked about the sharding news in one of my previous videos, but I just want to reiterate the importance of sharding and when it comes to scalability on the blockchain. So yes, he reinforced that in this event that he went to. So hopefully more companies saw it, more companies will understand that, and more companies will get some interest, right? So let's keep an eye out and see the progress. I mean, we're seeing Ontology go out there, we're seeing Ontology fighting to get the product out there and to make people aware of their blockchain and the benefits that it has. So this is great news for Ontology, and this is the sort of stuff we want to see, right? We want to see marketing, we want to see CEOs going to these conferences, spreading the word, spreading the news, making the information readily available for everyone. So yes, hopefully we'll see some progress as things as things move on. Right, so that's pretty much it about Ontology. And now I just want to talk about the third week of the giveaway, of course, Phantasma Chain giveaway sponsored by Phantasma Chain. Again, I just want to reiterate the conditions. You need to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. You need to follow me on Twitter, of course, Cryptos Chain. You need to also follow Phantasma Chain on Twitter. And if you retweet, right, if you retweet the tweet that you see, right, there's going to be a tweet post after this video, and if you retweet that, you actually have more opportunities to win than if you do any of the other three, right? So if you subscribe, if you follow me, or if you follow Phantasma Chain, you get 1 point, but then if you retweet the tweet, then you get 3 points. So you actually get more entries and more opportunities to win 200 soul tokens. So that's pretty cool. And this competition, this is the third week now, starting from today, 13th of January, and is going to end on the 19th of January 2019. Again, check out the description below for the link to glim.io, and that's where you can participate. Once again, I just want to remind you that if you're already subscribed to my channel, and if you didn't follow me on Twitter, you can do so for one entry. Again, if you've already done all three of these things, you can still retweet, you can still re-enter. So even though you've participated in the first week and you had no luck, in the second week and you had no luck, you can participate in the third week and you may get lucky by retweeting. Like I said, it's the equivalent of 3 different entries. So yes, good luck with that. And I want to congratulate the 2 lucky winners. So we've got Jag Neuromancer underscore Neuromancer. This is the Twitter tag. So this is the Twitter winner, right? And we've got Lord Crypto, who's the YouTube winner. So he basically subscribed to me on YouTube. He's one of my new subscribers. Thank you very much for that. And you managed to win through the YouTube subscription when you applied for the competition, when you filled in the form. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, congratulations. You're going to be receiving your soul tokens. They're going to be sent directly by the Phantasma team. So they're going to send them directly to your wallets. They'll get in touch with you. So yes, good luck. Congratulations once again. And yeah, I hope that we're going to see more winners pretty soon. So yeah, that's pretty much all from today. So hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday I may do a video review, and I'm thinking to probably cover waves. Okay, this is a great project that I want to talk about. Obviously they're a decentralized exchange, so I want to go through in detail and talk about waves in my next review video. So yes, that's pretty much it. Once again, thank you very much for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're new, and also you've got the opportunity to take part in this giveaway. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment below if you have any sort of questions. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself and have a lovely day. Goodbye.